News-shadowing. Qantas says majority of flights on time at airports as engineers strike for 24 hours. Airports were having today with several breaking passenger records. Stops in Auckland and out of here, so it's been pretty crazy. We came early because we know it's gonna be crazy busy. Oh yeah, pretty busy. Strikes by Athens engineers threatens to derail people's travel plans, but fortunately for passengers like Naim, the impact to morning flights was minimal. I think them setting up for their lights and asking for better reviews is a great thing. If you get to where we need to go, then that's okay. We understand that corners put into place contingency plan. As of this afternoon, there wasn't a whole lot of cancelled flights up on the boards. This is the engineer's second round of protective action since October. They are threatening another strike before Christmas. The union says the airline had stopped negotiating with them, while Qantas says the unions want an unsustainable wage boost. We know that it's been inconvenience for Qantas and their managers, but it's most inconvenience for the workers who are got to take strike action. The company denied it only just averted crisis at Australian airports this week when it reached an 11% pay deal with ground crew just today before they also were planning to strike. One day longer. Supermarket giant Woolworths is also still restocking stores and reporting $140 million in lost sales after weeks of strike threw its supply chains into absolute chaos. These negotiations are taking 6 months, 12 months, 18 months. The workplace relation lawyer says that industrial disputes are dragging out as both sides fiercely protect their interests during a cost of living crisis. People are really, tightly fighting over money. He says the Qantas strike could get more destructive if the engineers decide to stop work for several days or, like the woolly workers did, indefinitely. Emily turns off ABC News. One more. Airports were heaving today with several breaking passenger records. Stopped in Auckland and out of here, so it's been pretty crazy. We came early because we know it's going to be crazy busy. Yeah, it's pretty busy. Strikes by Qantas engineers threatens to derail people's travel plan, but fortunately for passengers like Naeem, the impact to morning flights was minimal. I think them setting up for their rights and ask for better everything. If we can't get there, we need to go, then that's okay. the corners put in place contingency plan. As of this afternoon, there was a whole lot of canceled flights up on the board. This is the engineer's second round of protective action since October. They are threatening another strike before Christmas. The union said the airline had stopped negotiating with them, while Qantas said that unions want an unsustainable wage boost. We know that it's been convenient for Qantas and their managers, but it's most inconvenient for the workers who have got the strike's action. The company denied to only just avert crashes at an Australian airport this week when it reached an 11% pay deal with ground crew just day before they also were planning to strike. Supermarket giant Woolworths is also still restocking stores and reporting $140 million in lost sales after weeks of strike threw its supply chains into absolute chaos. These negotiations are taking 6 months, 12 months, 18 months. The workplace relation lawyer said that industrial disputes are dragging out as both sides fiercely protect their interests during a cost of living crisis. People are really, tightly fighting over money. He says the Qantas strike could get more disruptive if the engineer decide to stop work for several days or, like the woolly workers did, indefinitely. Emily, it turns out ABC News. One more. Airports were heaving today with several breaking passenger record. Stopping in Auckland is out of here, so it's been crazy. Wake Molly, because gonna be crazy busy. Yeah, pretty busy. Strikes by Qantas engineer threatening to drill people's travel plan, but fortunately for passenger like names, the impacts to morning flights were minimal. If we get to winning, we need to go. That's okay. We need to say quarters put in place the engine's plan. As of this afternoon, there was not a whole lot of canceled flights up on the board. This is engineer's second round of protest action since October. They are threatening another strike before Christmas. The union says the airline had to stop the negotiation with the while Qantas said the union wants unsustainable wage boost. We know this is being convenient for Qantas and the manager, but it's most inconvenient for the workers who are taxed to strike action. The company denied to only just avert crisis Australian airports this week when it reached its 11% pay deal with ground crew just a day before they also were planning to strike. Supermarket giant Woolworths is also still restocking stores and reporting $140 million in lost sales after weeks of strikes threw its supply chains into absolute chaos. These negotiations are taking 6 months, 12 months, 8 months. The workplace related lawyer says the industrial disputes are dragging out as both sides fiercely protest their interests during a cost of living crisis. People are really, tightly fighting over money. He says the Qantas strike could get more disruptive if the engineer decide to stop work for several days or, like the woolly workers, still indefinitely. Emily Thurston, ABC News. Last one. Airports were heaving today with several breaking passenger record. Stop in Auckland out of here, so this been waking early because we know it's gonna be crazy. Strike by Qantas engineers threatens to derail people travel plans, but fortunately for passengers like Naeem, the impacts to morning flights were minimal. I think they're standing up for their rights, asking for better. If you get to weekend to go. Winners at corners free contingency plan. As of this afternoon, there wasn't a whole lot of canceled flights up on the board. This is engineer's second round of protest action since October. They are threatening another strike before Christmas. The union says the airline had to stop negotiating with them, while Qantas said the union wants unsustainable wage boost. We know there's been convenience for Qantas and their manager, but it's most inconvenient for workers who have got to strike action. The company denied to only just about the crisis in Australian airport this week when it reached 11% pay deal with ground crew just day before they also were planning to strike. Supermarket giant Woolworths is also still restocking store and reporting $440 million in lost sales after weeks of strikes threw its supply chains into absolute chaos. These negotiations are taking 6 months, 12 months, 8 months. The workplace relations lawyer says the industrial disputes are dragging out as both sides fiercely protest injuries during a cost of living crisis. People are really, tightly fighting over money. He says the Qantas strike could get more disruptive if the engineers decide to stop work for several days or, like the woolly workers did indefinitely. Camilla Thurston, ABC News.